Yo, what's going on, guys? Jared here, and I am back from locals. I just got back, took a shower, and I figured I'd give you guys the update of how the Cyber Strike deck went with just the three structure decks at locals. So overall, I did amazing. No, I didn't fucking top. I fucking went 1-3. Let's just get that straight out of the way. This deck is not competitive with just the three structure decks. It is purely casual for the three structure decks. But that does not mean that I am not going to try to make it competitive. I already have some cool ideas with it, and playing with it was genuinely really fun. It was actually just a very fun deck to play. Everything searches. The deck has like 7 searchers. Going through it, I feel like every hand was good. Like there was always something a starter, but my deck was plagued with like just a bunch of like mediocre fair cards that really should have been something else, right? The Paleozoic Canadias, the Cyberdark track didn't come up nearly as much as I thought it would. Cybernetic Overflow, just as like again, like the traps were okay, but like in a competitive tournament environment where decks are comboing and doing a bunch of things, 3 cyber structure decks is not going to be able to keep up, even with the 3 Imperm, the 3 Canada, the 3 Cyberdark trap, and 3 Cybernetic Overflow. Like it just doesn't work. Also, I was missing a lot of the generic Cyber Dragon cards, Chimeric Fortress being one, and Infinity and Nova, and others. There was a lot of cards that I can list forever, I feel like. And the third problem was hand traps. This deck gets hand trapped a lot. I was able to play through a couple of hand traps, but there definitely could have been times where I could have used cross out or call by to definitely help me push through some things. Maybe possibly Gamma because of how the deck searches. If you go, for instance, the Continuous spell or the Cybernetic Horizon, I believe it's called, you can search 2 and you have no monsters on the field, so if they Ash or Droll, you can Gamma them. I think that'd be pretty good. Yeah, that's it for the deck as a whole, I would say. The matchups I played against were round 1 was True Draco. It did go 3 games. I cannot get through Monarch's Erupt, Anti-Spell, the deck from the structure deck standpoint. Again, this is without other staples outside the structure deck. That is very hard to get through. You have to have Overflow raw in your hand. Or, yeah, just Overflow raw in your hand. That's all, like, really, because they're going to put pressure on you for the Cyberdark traps. You're not going to be able to do that. Round 2, I played against Domain Monarch. I actually OTK'd him while he had Domain up with limiter removals. That was kind of cool. Very fun. Like I said, it was very fun, but it didn't feel competitive yet. But the searching part and that aspect of how consistent it is and what it can do, and if you make it do something, I think it can do it really consistently. I think that part can be competitive. Round 3, I played against... Let me think. Round 4, I played against Code Talker, and that was a loss. I kept losing to like 1 or 2 back row. I know that because he would do his combo and he would end on the Signet Trap card. And I couldn't really do much, and I don't have a lot of hand traps to stop him for his combo, so that was really rough. And why can I not remember round 3? Round 3 must have been very short. This is gonna drive me crazy now. Round 3. It must have been a blowout then. Oh no, it was the Machine deck. That's why it was Earth Machine. That was where I really missed Chimeric Fortress Dragon or Mega Fleet. Both of them would have been really helpful. The whole match he was asking me like, "Yo, why aren't you making Fortress Dragon and killing me?" And I'm like, "The structure deck didn't come with Fortress Dragon, so I can't make Fortress Dragon on you." So that sucked, definitely. And yeah, those are my 4 matches. I beat the Monarch player. I lost the other 3. The Draco went 3 games. The Machine deck went 3 games. The Monarch was a 2-0. And the Cybers deck was also 3 games. So it's not like I got like 2-0 blown out or anything. I was definitely able to at least put up a fight, put on my own, and get into where I needed to do to get to the OTK. But yeah, playstyle wise, the Darkness Dragon, Cyber Darkness Dragon, actually didn't come up too much. Most of the time, I was just kind of going for like game. I feel like I was just going for killing them half the time because like the combos with Chimera just lead to OTK most of the time. So I didn't really feel the need to like go into Darkness ever. And if I did, I would like it just seems so easily outed in a competitive meta without something else behind it. So it never really came up for me, at least. or I was using dice rolls and that also sucked. But you know, it's Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what you have to expect. But moving forward, I think on my next stream, I am going to take the deck that I have made in real life. I'm going to import it into Dueling Book, or do it in IRL stream. But I want to test it on Dueling Book because that's just easier for me. And try to make the deck as competitive as possible. I'm going to go with a Cyber Dark variant or a Cyber Dragon variant, whichever one I believe is more competitive in general. And if you guys want to be there for that, make sure you follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/JarJar1997. But yeah, it's going to be really fun. I love making casual, fun decks into the most competitive version that they could possibly be. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I think you'll really like it. But overall, guys, that's it. That's the tournament report from my locals that I went to. I went 1-3. Not great, but we're going to do better, hopefully next time. And until then, stay tuned for the stream, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Slowly covering the light. Pull the trigger every night to stay alive. Hope is wishing, but you're running out of time. If I could only